Hey gang, how we doing today? New day, new topic. What we got going on today, y'all, is something that hopefully won't hit too many hot buttons, but it is going to be on nutrition. Yes, everyone's favorite topic, everyone's touchy subject, same as religion and politics. So we're going to get into it, gang. Just kind of give a little background on this. So the last couple of weeks, I've literally had several conversations with several athletes revolving around, I've been trying to lose this excess weight. I've been trying to get down to the dress that I haven't been wearing in X amount of years. Is there extra amount that I can do that you would recommend? Basically in terms, is there an extra workout that I can do? Is there more abdominal exercises that I can do? Should I go running or biking X amount of times a week? And so on all occasions there, gang, my answer to any of the equations or any of the questions that I usually get from athletes, whether it's via I got an injury going on, I got something happening, I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm not really getting the results or seeing the results in which my performances are kind of indicating, is I usually resort to three things. Is first off, what does your sleep look like? Are you sleeping well? Are you getting at least between that 6 to 9 hour window on that? 6 being on the very, very little on that. What is your stress like? Are you stressed out at work? Are you stressed out at home? What's your family issue looking like? What's going on there? And then the last one is, what is your nutrition looking like? With both the athletes, we kind of pushed through the other one, and we discussed mainly the nutrition side of things. On all aspects of every conversation I've ever had with athletes, and we bring up those topics, is the first thing we always hear of, well, my nutrition really hasn't been that bad. It's okay. I just need to do more. And more times than not, you guys, it really probably isn't. And if you've been going out to hanging out at the Rio all weekend long, drinking nothing but margaritas and having chips and queso, and you were double-fisting beers and everything else, sorry to tell you, that's probably not going to lead you to the best results as far as your fitness goes and towards any sort of goals that you're trying to attain. So in my book on that, gang, I'm going to say your nutrition probably isn't very sound if we fall into that category. So we're just going to kind of go over just a little bit of a hierarchy as far as just kind of indicating how important your nutrition actually can be, and then we're going to discuss how easily it actually can be to deviate and not really get to where you want to be getting to. So we're going to discuss the hierarchy of a CrossFit athlete. All right, so the hierarchy is going to consist of, it's going to look like the little pyramid here. It's going to be at the top portion is going to be sport. All right, now we can get into further detail as far as what these categories actually mean, but for today's topic, you guys, we're going to focus on the nutrition part of it. All right, so the next part under that is we have weightlifting. Under that, we have gymnastics. Under that, we have metabolic conditioning. And under that, we have nutrition. All right, so as you can see here, sorry about the handwriting, as you can see here, you guys, number one thing, that foundation of that pyramid is your nutrition. Okay, so I don't care how many days a week you train, I don't care how many extra Metcons you do, I don't care how much extra time you put in with gymnastics, how much extra time you put in with weightlifting, and I don't care how many times you compete. If your nutrition is not where it needs to be, you guys, something's going to fail, and sooner or later, the entire pyramid is going to end up collapsing, whether that's via you being hurt, sick, injured, not being where you want to be, your health and fitness and health and wellness not going in the direction that we're looking for it to go. All right, so just want to give you, especially the visual folks, a little indication of actually how important that nutritional piece is. No matter what we do, it always falls back into this. All right, so you can never out-train your nutrition. It goes to that old saying of you are what you eat. And if you're going out and doing those activities we were talking about earlier, you are what you eat, and those are probably going to be the results that you're getting. All right, so next thing we're discuss is, I'm going to steal this one actually from Court. She does an amazing job as far as talking about nutrition, but she's being an awesome mom right now with the kiddos at a museum. So I'm going to go over, kind of steal this one out of her page, or out of her book, and see if I can not butcher it too bad. So what we're going to do, gang, is we're going to put nutrition in kind of a little grading scale. Okay? Kind of put it out and show you how easily it really is to not fail, but not be in the right direction and not getting the best results that you possibly can be. Okay, so more often than not, when we work with athletes on their nutrition, is I think we're at 100% as far as with the athletes we've had of not eating enough. So the example I'm going to use here, gang, is for an athlete that is very rare that we work with as far as the amount that they eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to use how many times a week you eat and how many days that can go right or wrong. Okay, so let's say for the example today, we're going to use an athlete that eats 4 meals a day. All right, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they have a snack in between. All right, I don't like to use breakfast, lunch, and dinner as typing them out. I'm using a meal 1, 2, 3, 4, but for explanation reasons, we're going to use that. All right, so let's say we have an athlete that eats 4 days a week, or sorry, 4 times a day. All right, 7 days a week, that's 28 meals. 28 meals. Now, let's say on this, gang, now what we're looking for, we're not going to get into too much detail. We're going to leave this for another time as far as that goes. But let's, all meals, gang, what we want is represented. We want carbs, fats, and proteins represented, and in a high volume portion, especially when it comes to the green veggies and stuff like that. What we're going to get into, or we're looking for you guys, is at each meal, carbs, fats, and proteins are represented in some shape or form. Now, more times than not, what we see, you guys, is that is kind of a rarity. It's not really happening as much as we like. So let's give this athlete a little bit of slack and say they're eating 3 out of the 4 meals good a day. All right, so 3 out of the 4 meals a day, they have carbs, fats, and proteins represented, and they're getting the vitamins and minerals that we're looking for throughout the day. Now, 3 meals a day, 7 times a week, that comes out to 21. All right, so 21 meals out of the 28 they're getting is the balance that we're looking for. Now, some may say that's not bad. It's 3 out of 4. That's awesome. Now, over the week, you guys, so if I divide 21 divided by 28, that equals 75%. Yes, I used a calculator for that. So on that, you guys, it's been a while since I've been in school, but when I was in school, 75% was a C. All right, it's not a C plus, it's not a C minus, it's right in the middle. It's that C average. Now, you always say the C's get degrees, but in life, you guys, if you're relying on 75% of anything, that's exactly the results you're going to get. You're going to get a C type of result, and that's going to be a C type of life. Now, if you're trying to get results, you guys, that's probably not going to put you in the boat that we want to be in. All right. Now, even further than that, we're going to use the athlete, the very common athlete that we see. They eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe getting 3 meals a day. So we'll use that same equation here. Okay, so 3 times 7, that equals 21. Give them the benefit of the doubt again. Say they're eating 2 out of 3 meals a day, well balanced and getting what we're trying to get at it. So that's 14. All right, so 14 divided by 21, that's 66%. So, I hope what you can see here, you guys, is it's very easy if we stray, if we run. I'm not even talking about perfection. I'm just talking about if we let that one little thing slip up that, oh, I've been doing good, or I can let this go, or I can have this instead of that, or else, I got the 8 million different things that we tell ourselves throughout the day to kind of give ourselves a little bit of leniency. It's very easy throughout the week to end up where we don't want to be. All right, so that's why this is it's a hot topic for one, but that's why instead of thinking about in terms of I need to be doing more, I need to be pushing more, I need to throw more on my plate, it's probably more times than not, you guys, we need to take a step back and fix the foundation and fix the cracks that have been happening. If the foundation if we got a crack in our foundation, sooner or later the entire house is going to fall. So we'll continue on this conversation later as we get going down the road, you guys. But I just wanted to kind of indicate how easy and how important that nutrition actually is. So don't overlook it. If you have questions, have anything like that, you guys always know that you can come to us and ask for it. But we will continue these conversations in more detail. So hope you have a good day, you guys. Let's keep it going.